Right, new year, new E3. I've got my crappy off-branded Call of Duty Black Ops 4 t-shirt on, and I'm ready to do some epic gaming. This is my channel nowadays. So, E3 was happening over the last week, maybe the week before by the time the video goes up. I don't really know. I'm sorry. You guys may remember, if you've been around the channel for a while, that last year in 2018 I did a video after E3 talking about all the games and the conferences that I thought were, I can't speak apparently, I thought looked interesting, or that I wanted to buy, or that I was just thought would be interesting to talk about. I made a whole video on it and it took a very long time and it didn't do too well, so if you want to go watch that, please, I'd really appreciate it. And I want to do it again for this year's E3. This year's E3 I did actually prepare for this video properly though. I mean, not really, but kind of. So the last year I didn't really watch any of the conferences other than the Nintendo one, and I watched a little bit of, I think, I don't know, Ubisoft's or Square Enix's, and I just kind of went from memory and talked about the games I could think of. But this time I still didn't watch the whole streams. But I went through the playlist of IGN of all the games that were announced, and I noted them all down before the video is being recorded, because I'm not an idiot. And we've got a lot. This video may be quite long because there's quite a few things there. Don't know if you can tell. Yeah, I thought it'd be interesting just to do another one of these videos, because I really enjoyed the last video. Like I said, I put a lot of effort into making it, and I thought it kind of came out very good. So, hopefully, this one can come out really good too. We've got a lot to go through. There's less conferences, but there's more games this year that I've noted down. So let's just jump into it. So the first conference this year was EA Play, as usual, and I don't have many games noted down for EA Play. To be completely fair, I didn't actually know when E3 was probably starting this year. Like, I read that it was one date, and then I was waiting for that one date to happen, and then when that date came around, EA Play had happened the day before, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm a moron, oops. But I did go back, obviously, and go for the games, and EA is kind of one of those companies where people like to hate them because of, you know, reasonable reasons, but they also do make some pretty good games. Like, as much as people hate on them, the first Battlefront is pretty good. As much as I don't play them anymore, FIFA used to be pretty fun when I was younger, especially FIFA Street. They can make good games, and I feel like it just depends on how they're feeling, I suppose. The big game this year, because of their whole Star Wars license and all that, oops, spoilers, was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This game's coming out November 15th, and to me, it reminds me a bit of Star Wars Unleashed, if you guys remember that game. I think there was a sequel as well. I remember playing it on the Wii. I had some kind of homebrewed Wii that I could play it on. I didn't buy it, oops. And as much as I was a kid, so I wasn't very good at the game at all, I did find the game fun. And I know this isn't the same game, but it's kind of similar. I think it looks similar anyway. It just reminds me of it. And it does look pretty good. I know everyone's really hyped about it. It's like the big EA game this year. Like a few years ago, it was Star Wars Battlefront 2. EA's big game that they're all talking about and will not shut the fuck up about is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And honestly, I think it does look pretty good. I think it has potential. Again, it's EA, so it could go either way, but hopefully it is good. I hope for people who are, you know, fans of the series and who have already pre-ordered the bloody Legendary Edition or whatever they want to call it, it is a good game. We also talked about Apex Legends, and it's Apex Legends Season 2 they talked about, which surprised me, because as much as I probably should have known this, I'm sure everyone else knew this, I didn't realise that Apex Legends was doing seasons like Fortnite and all those other games were doing. So to see that, it's as much as I don't play Battle Royale games and I don't really play Apex Legends, it's good that they reward the community for keeping on playing it, and they don't just release a game and go, alright, done, here's a new gun every now and again. Seasons are a way to keep the games, you know, fresh and interesting. Then there was FIFA 20. Who knew? To be fair though, the trailer for this game was actually really well edited. I actually noted it down. It was a really nice trailer, and I thought it was a really cool trailer. But it's for FIFA. No one's gonna go, okay, I was thinking about buying FIFA, but I wasn't going to. But then I saw the trailer, and you know what? They've got me. If you're gonna buy FIFA, you're gonna buy FIFA. You find out, oh yeah, okay, it is coming out. You already knew it was coming out, but you find out, okay, FIFA 20 is coming out. When's the date? I'm gonna get it. That's how FIFA works. That's how all these sports games works. Don't pretend that you weren't gonna buy this game until you saw the E3 presentation. But it also includes Volta Football, which is just seems like it's FIFA Street, but in main FIFA game. Innovative. Next up was Sims 4 Island Living, which is on the PC and Mac, which is coming out June 21st, I wrote down, which is, you know, a lot of people like Sims, but who cares? Because then, a really surprising entry. Madden 20! I was so excited, I knew they were going to release this one. Alright. Enough roasting EA. Next up is Microsoft, and boys, the world premiere has returned. Exclusive. When I saw the first Microsoft trailer of E3 this year, and I saw that the world premiere thing, the intro was there, I was happier than I probably should have been. But yeah, honestly, Microsoft's presentation was pretty good this year. I didn't really care about it too much last year, but surprisingly, I actually thought they had quite a few games on there that I was interested in that looked pretty cool, like cool trailers and stuff. Usually people go for Sony, but Sony didn't do it this year. I'm sure you guys know, Sony didn't have a presentation this year, and Microsoft took the opportunity and ran with it, so props to them, really. The first game I have written down here is Cyberpunk 2077, which I'm sure you guys knew I was going to talk about, because Keanu Reeves, what a beautiful man, really, you know, just honestly breathtaking, as I'm sure the whole internet knows.
Good to see you, thank you. Alright. I gotta talk to you about something. I gotta talk to you about something.
I didn't really care about this game, but then I saw the Keanu Reeves thing, and now I kind of just want to buy it because of him. He seems like such a cool guy, and it does look pretty cool. Like, I know I'm just talking about Keanu Reeves at this point, but the game does look pretty cool. It's like, as you can tell by the title, 2077, it's based in the future, and the name just sounds cool, so hopefully it's good. Also, Minecraft 2, everyone. As soon as the game became the most well-selling game ever in the world, ever, Minecraft 2. Of course it wasn't really Minecraft 2, but it was Minecraft Dungeons, which comes out spring 2020, which, as much as Minecraft is a meme and blah blah blah, I kinda want this game. Like, it's not really it kinda, from the art style, sure, it's a Minecraft game. If you can say Minecraft story mode is a Minecraft game, fuck it, why not? It's a Minecraft game. But it did look pretty interesting to me, and it looked fun. It kind of just reminded me of those kind of Binding of Isaac kind of games. I know it looks very different, but you know, the kind of thing where you just go through rooms and go whatever and do stuff like that. It looks interesting. Obviously, they just named it Minecraft Dungeons to, you know, run off of the name and get success from it. But as a standalone game, it's not actually going to be connected to Minecraft. You guys know this. There's no plot. It could be fun, and I hope it is, and I might buy it. Next up was Halo Infinite, which is a launch title for the Xbox Scarlet, or Project Scarlet, which I will talk about in a second. Honestly, I've never played a Halo game. Other than the Xbox 360, I haven't owned the Xbox One, I haven't owned the original Xbox, and I've never bought a Halo game. But I know there's a lot of people who are hardcore fans of this series, and they're happy it comes back. A lot of people always see these announcements as kind of just like nostalgia treating and going like, hey look, it's Master Chief, and everyone goes, oh my god, I'll buy it. Which I'm sure it's guilty of a little bit, but every game company's guilty of that. Come on, Mega Man, come on, that's nostalgia treating, and you know that. But the trailer, as much as I knew nothing about it, looked pretty interesting. It has the same release as, like I said, the Project Scarlet, because I believe it's a launch title. That annoyed one of my friends, but you know, there has to be a new console eventually. Next up is Blair Witch, which I've never seen the Blair Witch movie. This game looks pretty cool, actually. I think it has potential. Like, as much as it's a movie game and it looks like it's running off the success of Outlast, it could be cool, and I really hope it is. But it does look really interesting, and I think if it was done right, and if it is done right, it could be a pretty cool game. And I really am hoping it is. Dying Light 2 was announced for spring 2020. I've never played the original Dying Light, but, you know, Pyrocynical's meme. So guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers. Forza Horizon 4. Now, I believe I talked about Forza Horizon 4 or some kind of racing game last E3 video, and I was just like, it's just a racing game. Who really cares? Forza Horizon 4. Just a racing game, really, innit? I think I've got enough of them. And you know what? I did think that. However, not until I saw what this was about. I didn't care about Forza Horizon 4. But now there's a Lego expansion pack. What the fuck? It looks so fun. Jesus Christ. It just gives me nostalgia feelings. So, you know those old crappy Lego games you get on the PC? Like physical on the PC, like ages ago? I think there was one called like Lego Islands. I don't remember. I think it was Lego Racers or something. I don't remember what it was called. But I had one. It ran like shit because of the computer we had. But it seemed so fun. And my god, the trailer when they're just all these cool cars and then the yellow guy just drives by, that made me piss myself laughing. And it's available now, I think. So maybe I'm going to buy Forza Horizon 4 for the Lego DLC. Now, Gears 5 Escape. I know nothing about the series, but the music just reminded me of those really crappy Black Ops 4 adverts. Let's go! Also Gears Pop, which it looks so cute. Oh my god, it's just little pop vitals and it's on mobile. So no one's gonna buy it. It's probably trash because it's on mobile. But it's so cool. This game actually was probably the first game that was announced that actually got me really excited, and I really probably definitely want to buy. The Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. And oh, it looks good. Everyone loves the complete saga, and this is all of those 6 films and the 3 of the Skywalker trilogy, which, you know, is Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Return of Skywalker. Beautiful name, I love it. And it looks like they've gone back to the mute kind of style. Like on these old Lego games where they would do, you know, films and stuff, the characters would never talk, they'd always just make like little noises and stuff for like comedic value. And then as they got like further in the years, I think they started like fully voice acting them, and I never brought them then, like I just stopped buying them. But I don't know, I preferred the mute style, just, you know, I just preferred it. And it looks like from the trailers that is what they're doing on here. I really hope they are, and I really hope that the first 6 games, that they just, you know, up the graphics and the controls or whatever of the original levels for the first complete saga game. If they change them at all, like completely, I'll be disappointed. Honestly, just having the complete saga to play again on like an up-to-date console will be sick. They've released games for Lego Force Awakens, and they had Lego Star Wars 3, which is the Clone Wars and stuff. So I don't know what they're going to do for these last 3 ones, if they're going to include the levels from Lego The Force Awakens, because that seemed like it's a bit much. What, like one whole game for one movie? I don't know how they're going to include that and then 2 other games, but we'll see. I have a lot of confidence in this game. Like I said, if it's just a remaster and then some new levels, I'll be happy. I'll be happy, boy. Also, Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I'm not interested in as a game, but Jesus Christ, it looks incredible visually. Like, as much as people slam on the Xbox One for having worse graphics than the PS4 by like a tiny bit, it looks incredible. It looks beautiful. It looks so realistic, and if someone's interested in that kind of stuff, they'd probably love it. And so, you know, there you go. What else is there to say? Borderlands 3 is coming out September 19th of this year, I believe. I've never played the original Borderlands games, but the Handsome Collection, which is apparently the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 2 is now free for PS Plus members, so I've got that. I've also played the Telltale one, Tales from the Borderlands, a little bit. I didn't finish it. Please don't kill me. I'm sorry I didn't finish it, but things happened. And the art style I just find really interesting. I didn't really know anything else about the game other than the setting, but everyone's excited about this game, so I had to include it. Hey guys, sorry, my camera fucking died. Beautiful. Why does this keep happening to me? What's this shirt is really uncomfortable. It's a bit too small and it's black. And okay, anyway, continue. I'm really disappointed that died. And there's Battletoads, which I believe was an old game, which they're bringing back, and everyone's excited for Battletoads. And you know what? I don't know much about the old game, but there's toads and they're battling, so, you know, how bad can it be? There's also a game called The Outer Worlds, I don't remember much about, but it comes out on my birthday this year. So, you know, just saying. Oh, this game does actually look pretty cool. I remember now. I wrote it down more than just for the reason of my birthday. Anyway, the main thing that's Microsoft press conference this year was Project Scarlet, which is the new Xbox, which they've announced nothing visually about. They haven't shown what the console looks like, what the controller looks like, or anything like that. They talked about the specs and stuff, which apparently, I don't know if they said it was 4 times or 10 times, but I think they said it was 10 times as powerful as the Xbox One X, which I'm just going to go ahead right now and call bullshit on. How much would it cost if it's that? It comes out holiday 2020, so I'm sure that the PS5 will come out that year, which we know nothing about really, other than the fact that it's being developed, and I think they said some spec things. Yeah, I'm sure that if you're an Xbox fan, that this console announcement will excite you. It did excite me as well, because it's like, oh yes, we're getting to the next, the next generation of gaming and stuff like that. So, or of consoles. So it is exciting. I'm gonna wait till I see what the PS5 seems like or looks like. I'm gonna wait till I see what the consoles look like. I probably will buy the PS5 because I have PS4 games and backwards compatibility and stuff. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Next up, Bethesda. First game I have on here is Ghostwire Tokyo, which I don't actually remember much about. But all I remember is that the day after the Bethesda thing, I went to Twitter, and apparently everyone on Twitter had a crush on the Asian woman who came on stage. Gamers. We're not virgins, we promise. She was like all awkward and stuff, and everyone was going, oh my god, she's so cute. It's like, alright, okay, sure, alright, cool. Just gonna ignore the game, that's fine. Now, Fallout 76 Wasteland. I think it's like a DLC or expansion, but it's free, so I'm sure that'll be popular, because everyone loved Fallout 76. But if that fails, who cares? Because we now have Fallout 76, Nuclear Winter, Fallout Battle Royale, boys. We fucking did it. Why? 1, the trend's dead. 2, do you really need a battle royale of Fallout? Wasn't the point of Fallout 76? They said that you were barely going to run into anyone like on the open worlds because it was a Fallout like center, and that, you know, it was a wasteland, and so you weren't going to run into everybody. But sure, let's have battle royale because yeah, that's fine. Why don't? Cool. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff on Doom Eternal which I thought looked really cool. I think they had a trailer for the story, the gameplay, and the multiplayer battle mode trailer. It comes out the 22nd of November, and as much as I still don't have the original Doom, the trailers always just hype you up. How can you not be hyped up by a Doom Eternal trailer or just a Doom trailer? The music they use and the visuals and all this kind of stuff, it looks so cool. Oh, I want to go to hell. There's Rage 2 DLC also. I just have one question still about this game. I still don't really know. So I just have one question. Are you ready to rage? Disappointing that there was no music this time, but I mean, there you go. You can't have everything, can we? The game called Deathloop, which is by the same studio as Dishonored, which looks really cool. It's like this guy and this girl who are like, the girl is trying to protect the Deathloop and the guy is trying to go against it. It's kind of like a Groundhog's Day kind of thing, where it's like you die and you come back. And so she's trying to protect it and he's trying to get rid of it, and apparently the only way to do it is by killing each other or something. And it looks really cool. The trailer looked really cool because they was like each other's perspective. It looked really interesting, and so I hope the game is good. Now Elder Scrolls Legend, they tried to make it look so epic, but it's just another free mobile card game. Ladies and gentlemen, Elder Scrolls Legends, a Dota card game. Also Elder Scrolls Blade on Switch. How many Elder Scrolls games are there? I'm out of the loop, but that's not the longest series we've got on this list, so we've got to keep going. The big thing they announced here was something called Orion, which is, by the looks of it, just like a streaming, they said a streaming technology. So it looks like it's kind of like PS Now or Xbox Game Pass or something like that. But they tried to make it seem so innovative and so interesting, and this is the future of game streaming. So, you know, okay. I believe this was the one where the guy was on stage with the stick, and he was like breathing really heavily. It looked really awkward, and I felt really bad for him. I was like, oh, poor man.
And I'm Robert Duffy, Chief Technology Officer at id Software.
Talk about Orion, please. I'll get it if it makes you feel better. Please, I'm sorry. Alright, now Ubisoft.
That's a lot of dancing.
Now this one I have barely anything written down for. This press conference was boring, man. I watched it with like alongside a streamer, like on one of the things that they stream on YouTube, and Jesus Christ, it started off with the Assassin's Creed Symphony, but there was no Assassin's Creed game announced. They just were there because, you know, they had something to do. They're going on a tour around the world apparently, so that'll be interesting. First game they announced is Watch Dogs 3, or Watch Dogs Legions, which comes out March 2020. It's based in the UK, and they even made a joke about Brexit on stage.
Watch Dogs Legion is set in London, one of the greatest cities in the world, and it's had a massive influence on all of our culture for centuries. Today, with Brexit, London's at a turning point.
It's based in London and about London being like a shit show now. And my god, I don't know if the voice actors are American, but they are trying so hard to sound typically British, and it hurts my soul, my British tea drinking, don't even like tea soul.
London, greatest city in the world. Well, used to be. Now it's a right mess.
London. Now it's a right mess.
10 years. That's a lot of dancing. We're exhausted. I know. But think of everything we've done. We danced, and Silvio and his girlfriend got married. We danced.
And it's on the Wii again. There's still hope for this world yet. Honestly, the highlight of these conferences, you know, Ubisoft, they weren't very good, but they had another Just Dance thing. They came out dancing to all the biggest pop songs from last year, even though it comes out this year, and it has the name of next year. But yes, it's on the Wii and the Stadia. I don't get what the Stadia is, but I'm fucking excited. There's also a game called Roller Champions, which looks really cool and looked interesting. It's just like a roller rink thing. They're going around the roller rink and rolling. It looks cool. I don't know. Some people didn't like it. It probably will be trash. The gameplay probably will be trash, but it looks, I don't know, the trailer was nice. And then Ubisoft jumped on the thing of that Bethesda did. They announced something called Uplay Plus, which comes out in 2020, which, again, just seems like the same thing. why is everyone doing this now? They've realized that streaming is like, it looks like they're trying to do like a Netflix thing for gaming. Okay, but it's different. Streaming films is different to streaming a game. When is people going to realize that? You can stream a movie, but streaming a game takes a lot more internet to be able to have the same experience. Okay, sure. Oh, Ubisoft also, I forgot about it. I didn't even write this down, but I just remembered. They announced some like TV show about gaming by some guy who's on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I think it was. And they seemed so happy that they were announcing it, and they were like, this is the new thing, you're gonna love it. But I don't think I've ever seen one video game TV show that was good. So why is this one any different? Like, Good Game was fine. I mean, I only watched the first episode, but it was fine. But that was a YouTube Red show, and it was fine. It wasn't that good. It was fine. It's fine. These shows are fine. It's fine.
And we meet them on the cusp of releasing their biggest expansion yet, Mythic Quest: Raven's Banquet. The show follows the team of devs as they navigate the challenges of running their game.
Show us games. We don't care about your TV show. It's gonna suck.
No, I don't think I will.
Okay, now I'm to Square Enix, and my god, they did it, boys. They did the thing I wanted them to do last year. You can see that the energy in me is running out throughout this video. If you remember last E3 video, I said that Square Enix, the year before, alongside Marvel Entertainment's YouTube channel, they released this like teaser trailer of like Thor's hammer, I think Captain America's shield, and I think there was Black Widow talking over the background. I don't actually fully remember. There was nothing really said about it, and at the end it just said Square Enix, so we were like, is it a game? Is it a show to do with them? What is it? I didn't even comment on it last E3, but this E3 they show a trailer, and it looks okay. Looks pretty good. I think it's called like Marvel's Avengers or like something like that. So people are saying that it might be in the same universe as the Spider-Man game, which would be interesting. That'd be pretty cool. Everyone loved the Spider-Man game, so I have it, but I still haven't actually played that much. So it could be good. But Captain America's dead in the game, I think. Is that what happened in the trailer? I'm really confused. Guys, someone help. I know, I'm sure it'd be fun if they do it the right way, but there's a lot of characters, so they could easily fuck it up. But if they do it the right way, it could be fun. So hopefully, it's gonna be good. Now, Square Enix was also pretty much just the Final Fantasy show. There's apparently gonna be a Final Fantasy 7 and 8 remaster, and something to do with 13 or 14 online or something. Now, I'm going to offend some people here, but I don't understand Final Fantasy, okay? I have never played a game of it. I've never watched a Let's Play or anything like that. What is it? Why is there so many games? Was there like 15? Okay, it's 15 Final Fantasy games, but every year there's like 13-2, and then there's HD remasters of really old Final Fantasy games, and then they re-release them in the West because some of them hasn't been released in English yet, and I don't get it. What is this What is this series? Is there an on-running story? Is there not? If there isn't an on-running story, that maybe explain why there's so many numbers. I don't understand. All the games are like 10 hours, 20, 30 hours long as well. I don't understand. Someone help. Sorry, I just had a little bit of a mental break. Oh, and then there was Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC. Do you remember when that game was huge last year? Okay. Honestly, I was thinking about buying that game. I never did, clearly. But I was thinking about it. Why am I doing this to myself? Hello. I'm just losing my mind right now. Anyway, Nintendo. And they've been waiting for it. Now, along with Microsoft, I have the most games noted down on this list for Nintendo, because Nintendo Directs are always fun to watch, even if you have no idea what the games are coming out are. It looks fun. The first thing they announced, Luigi's Mansion 3, which apparently comes out this year. There's no further date than 2019 announced, but it's coming out this year apparently, so there you go. It looks pretty good. It's in like a hotel or something. I own Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon on the 3DS. I've never played it, but I have it. And apparently the first Luigi's Mansion is incredibly fun, according to Revotire, and honestly it does look really fun. I think it's a GameCube game, so if it is, I can get it and play it on the Wii. But yeah, I don't know. Luigi's Mansion 3. It looks pretty good. I think it could be good. I think again it's kind of the thing of playing on nostalgia a little bit, but I think it will be good. People are excited about it. And there was something about Dark Crystal, something to do with Netflix. I think it was a game. I don't know. It said Netflix in the bottom right hand corner, but then I think at the end of the trailer it looked like it was like a game of it. So like, is there a not Dark. I think there's like a Dark Crystal Netflix show coming out, and then this game is alongside it. Why is this in the Nintendo Direct? And there's Zelda Link's Awakening, which everyone's excited about. I don't really know much about the game. It looks cool though. I like the little cute art style. It's pretty good. The Witcher 3 is being released on Switch, which surprised a lot of people because The Witcher 3 is a huge game from what I remember. I haven't played it, but from what I remember people saying, it's a massive game and it's pretty dark as well. So there you go. That's on the Switch. That's this year. God, the Switch just keeps on surprising people, doesn't it? It'll be a shitty port, I hope you guys know that. Resident Evil 1, 5, and 6. Something about Resident Evil I wrote down. That's all I wrote down. I wrote down Resident Evil 1, 5, and 6. Something about Panzer Dragoon, which I know nothing about. Apparently it was an old Sega game, but just the name. There's a dragon in it, and it's called Panzer Dragoon. It looks really cool. You probably are pissing off a lot of the older viewers right now who know what Panzer Dragoon is, but she got a dragon in it. They talked a little bit about Pokemon Sword and Shield, not a lot because apparently there's a Pokemon Direct a few weeks ago, so I'm still yet to watch, but people seem to hate it. The thing they're talking about this time was, you know when Pokemon Let's Go came out, they released like this like Pokeball kind of controller. I need to stop doing this. Like a Pokeball controller that was compatible with the Switch. You could use it as a controller as like throwing the Pokemon out and stuff. It will work with this game. Keep on trying to get people buy it, need to get the most use out of it as possible. But it doesn't work the same way. It seems to work similar to the pedometer from Soul Silver and Heart Gold. If any of you guys remember that, they like gave like this little Pokeball shaped pedometer. You could transfer a Pokemon into the pedometer, like a Pokeball from the game. And then the more you walk around with it, like the more it levels up, you can hatch eggs with it and stuff. It's not exactly the same, obviously, but it's something to do with it's something like that. You can put a Pokemon in it, and then the longer you have it in it, something happens. I think you can walk with it. It looks cool. So yeah, there you go. I'm sure the game will be fun. I wrote down Astral Chain. I don't remember anything about Astral Chain though. Oh, it's some futuristic thing. That looks pretty cool actually, now I'm looking back at it. Okay. Now there's a game called Cadence of Hyrule, which is like a Zelda game. It looks like a Zelda beat game. Like, if you guys know me, you know that I love rhythm games. You know, Guitar Hero, Beat Saber, 140 I played in this channel before. I just love beat games, and I'm not sure how like deep this game is or like how much of a beat game it is, but it does look cool and it interests me when I saw it. So hopefully it's good. I really hope it's good. It comes out June 13th, so it's already out. We got a new Mario and Sonic game announced. Mario and Sonic Olympic Games 2020 they've called it. Now am I wrong? Did they not release one last year? Did they kind of take a break from the series? I'm not really sure. It's still really funny to me that people really wanted a Mario and Sonic game, like a collab game between them two. And then they did it, and it was an Olympics game. It was a multiplayer game, like a mini game collection essentially. And it's been like 8 years. No, it's been like 12 years. And they still haven't released another game with those two together. Poor fans, man. Also, this is the thing I was really excited about. The new Animal Crossing game is announced, and I'm so happy because call me a girl, I don't care. I love Animal Crossing. It was so fun. Me and my sister would like play it on the DS when we were younger. Like, was it Animal Crossing Wild World? And it would be like her town, and I'd be playing it. I didn't fully get it, but I really liked it. You know, we'd have friends who'd have it, we'd go visit each other's towns. And then there was, of course, City Folk on the Wii, where you could go change your hairstyles and go to the city. And it was, again, I really loved it. Me and my sister would play it. Then New Leaf came out on the 3DS, which was mine because I had the 3DS, and so that was my game and my town. And I let her have a thing, you know, have a character on it. She's like 7 years older than me, and we you know, we still do this. Like, no other game we care about, but Animal Crossing is cool to me. And now the new one's coming out, and it was meant to be coming out this year, but they've delayed it, which is fine. I prefer they delay it and actually have a good Animal Crossing game after we've been waiting since like 2013 for an Animal Crossing game. I prefer it comes out good and finished and polished and not shit and rushed and Sonic Boom. This one's called Animal Crossing New Horizons, so it comes out March 20th, 2020. 2020. It's on a deserted island, and it looks so good. Oh, the graphics are beautiful. Oh, I want it so bad. I started replaying Wild World recently because Super Mega started doing a Let's Play on the original Animal Crossing. Now I'm older, I can appreciate the game more and like what the point of the game is more, and I'm excited. You know, I need to stop this is probably the game I've talked about longest in this whole bloody Nintendo thing. I'm excited, alright? Christ, lock me up, throw away the key. And then Spyro Insane Trilogy was announced to come out on the Switch. And I already own 2 copies of Crash Bandicoot because they did it like this. So I think I might own 2 copies of Spyro pretty soon. The issue is, right, I brought the PS4 game because it looked fun and I wanted to get it. Then a year later, they announced it on the Switch, and Crash seems like a game which would be more fun to play wherever you are instead of me sitting down and playing on a PS4, because for some reason playing on a home console like the PS4 and stuff, it's just not as fun to me as just getting a Switch out and just sitting there with TV or YouTube in the background. I don't know, kill me. And I got the Spyro because I've written down Spyro Insane Trilogy because I'm a retard. I bought the Spyro Ignited Trilogy on the PS4 when it first came out, and I've completed the first game in like a day or 2. I just no-lifed it. The first game. I still haven't finished the third game on it, but I loved it and it was so fun, and my god, memories of when I used to play the crappy ones on the PS2. But now it's on Switch. I kind of want it on Switch. Next up, Minecraft 2 is coming out on the Switch. This is probably the platform I'll buy it on if I do buy it. Dead by Daylight is surprisingly, and so is Alien Isolation. That would be interesting. I've never played Alien Isolation. I might buy it though. Not the Switch version. That one can no, because that'll probably be crap. I just never know what version to buy because there's so many editions of that game I cannot keep up. A new Super Lucky Tales is being put on the Switch. Pretty sure it was an Xbox exclusive, but. Okay. Mario Maker 2 was talked about, obviously. I think that's out by now. No, it's out the 28th of June, I believe. It's out this month, so that'll be fun. That'll be cool to see all the creations on that. The 2 big announcements from this. There was no Uplay Plus. There was no new console announcement. The 2 big things. Banjo-Kazooie was put into Smash, which is really cool. I've never played a Banjo-Kazooie game, but I know there's a lot of fans who love that series and hate how it ended, where they just ended on nuts and bolts, and it was not really a very good farewell to the series. It wasn't really a farewell, it just kind of ended. And people wanted them to be put in Smash so much, and now they've listened and they've put them in the game, or they're going to put them in the game, and it just shows how this game is really the community's game. Like, it's ultimate for a reason. Like, they're really trying to do everything the fans want. So, do you know what? Meme me all you want, but the way this is going, Steve is coming to Smash, alright? Quote me on it. Steve from Minecraft is coming to Smash. The amount of characters that people have wanted to come back in Smash or wanted to go into Smash on their own, and then they've managed to sort it and gone, hey look, you wanted Banjo-Kazooie, well there you go, it's here. You know, I can see Steve coming to Smash. You know, people wanted the big dragon fucker. They wanted him in there, and people said no, that won't work because of size restrictions, but they did that. So Steve is coming to Smash. There's 4 more characters they need to announce, guys, I think. Steve's coming to Smash. And the second thing which shocked me was the Breath of the Wild sequel is now in development. Jesus Christ. Now, the trailer started, it was like the last thing of the direct. The trailer started, and I was like, in the back of my head, I was like, it's Breath of the Wild 2, but I was like, oh no, it can't be. That's ridiculous. It's just gonna be more DLC. But then it is Breath of the Wild sequel. It's in development, so that's nifty. Breath of the Wild was like people's favorite game when it came out. I have it, but I don't really play it much. Open world games aren't really my thing because I'm bad at video games. That's just personal preference. The game's competent. It's good. It's not a 10 out of 10 game, definitely though. Like, the thing that really shows me not 10 out of 10 is the motion, the switch motion thing where you've got to get the ball to the other side and stuff. It does not work. It just doesn't work. People know it doesn't work. It's not a 10 out of 10. But it is really fun, exploring if I know what I was doing. And I can see why people love it. So the fact they're making a sequel, obviously there's going to be a lot more toe gain in there, but they're going for the fans as well. And there you go. That's all the conferences. But yeah, there you go. That's the whole video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm not sure how long this video will take to come out. I've been recording for about 50 minutes now. So that'll be fun to edit. Really happy that the camera died. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think of the games in the comments. Let me know if there's any games that I didn't comment on that you thought looked interesting. That's really all I want to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. I'm hopefully gonna do this yearly. Like, obviously, a year is a long time away, so things might be a little bit different by next year, but I'm hoping to do this yearly. Eventually I kind of want to stream watching the E3 conferences as well, but I just can't do it at the moment with my equipment and my internet and stuff like that. But one day we'll get there. But like I said, let me know in the comments what you think of these games, and if there's any games I missed out. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I know it's been a long video, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Thanks to my friends, and goodbye. I can take this shirt off now because it's so uncomfortable. It feels like I don't know, rough stuff. So uncomfortable. Why did I wear it? What a meme. I'm funny.